Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. So today I have a drugstore / inexpensive haul, trying on things and also giving you mini reviews of things. I feel like my skin looks really good. I've been using this new cleanser that's been working really well for my breakouts and stuff like that, but it's really been drying the hell out of my under eyes, and like consequently any eye cream that I put on kind of like burns a little bit. So I'm just figuring that out, but my under eyes look really dry right now. I am going to be testing out an under eye powder, but I'll have to update you on that later because my eyes just like don't look great today. So I have some stuff from CVS and some stuff from Colourpop that I'm really excited to try. I have like this weird bias against Colourpop. I've read some like questionable things about them as a brand, but on the other hand, I do love that they come out with like things at a really affordable price point at like a pretty high quality. Like you can't really deny that. Part of the reason they can afford to do that is because they have their own factory, and also because they don't actually give you a ton of product. Like they give you a fraction in their lippy sticks of what is in a regular lipstick usually. So just bear that in mind. If it's something that you feel like you're gonna go through a lot, you're not necessarily getting a better price. But for like fun eyeshadows and stuff, like they're all really good prices, like in my opinion, because I don't go through eyeshadows usually. So anyway, that's just my spiel on that. So I've kind of strategically done my face to be able to test out some of these things. So I'm gonna go like in an order that makes sense for like doing the rest of my face. So the first thing I want to show you all that I got. First of all, when I bought this stuff at CVS, they were having this sale on LA Girl where if you spent like 12 bucks or something like that, you got $6 in extra bucks. So I just broke up my purchases. I did the LA Girl purchase first, and then I redeemed that $6 on my next purchase. So like FYI, that's how you should shop for makeup at CVS if you're gonna do like, you know, a larger purchase. So the first thing I was looking for, and I've mentioned this in my top 10 under 10, I love the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. I just finished this, so I was looking to replace it at CVS, and then I saw the e.l.f. Smooth and Set Powder in the color Sheer, and this also is in the color Sheer. So I was like, oh, has this replaced the HD Under Eye Powder? But this is still available like on retailers and the e.l.f. website, so I don't know that this is being discontinued. I doubt that they are the same ingredients if the original under eye setting powder is getting discontinued, so let's see. There are some changes in the formula. Yeah, I mean, they're not the same. The Smooth and Set Eye Powder is $5, whereas this was $3. But actually, I think that's justified because you get a little bit more product in this than this. So I'm not mad, but let's see if it works. Enough babbling. So I do think the updated packaging is a little bit nicer. Color seems to be about the same. Actually, the old one had like a pinkier tone. This seems to be more white. I'm just gonna make sure to pat out any creasing. Okay, so right away, this is a little bit denser than the other powder. The other powder was way silkier and more lightweight. That kind of makes me sad. But just looking like around my nose and stuff, this one is still good. The next thing I want to show you that I got from CVS is the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. Now, I bought their translucent powder, which is just like a plain matte white powder. It's one of those powders that looks white in the pan, but is translucent on the skin for the most part. But that one I actually did find to leave a white cast and look super chalky and dry on the skin. I returned it. I did not like it at all. This comes highly recommended by Emily Noel on YouTube. And I do like a powder with a luminous finish just to kind of brush over my cheeks and give a fresher finish to the skin. This, by the way, was $10, which is a little much. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. complexion brush. You can kind of see like a subtle glow in the powder. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. It's definitely not a highlighter, which you would use concentrated on the cheekbones. This is definitely more of like an all over kind of powder. So I'm gonna do one side of the face. I notice a difference. I do really like it. My face still looks kind of powdered though. Like this side looks more fresh because I haven't powdered it at all. It's just like the foundation. This side, you can see a little bit of an artificial like microfine shimmer on the skin, which in photos can look lovely. So let me go ahead and just put that all over the face. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is not textureless on the skin. Like my skin looks powdered. which you wouldn't get that effect with like an Hourglass ambient lighting powder. Those are a little bit more like refined in texture, I think. But this is still pretty, and I'll continue to use it and update you in the future. $10 is expensive for a drugstore, but like for something like this, like you don't often find a product like this at the drugstore, so if it wears well, I'm like willing to recommend it at that price point. Okay, so I got a bunch of lip products from LA Girl. I was really curious to try them. I have not tried them yet, but I've heard really good things kind of like a couple of years ago about these glazed lip paints, and I picked 2 colors that I really like. So let me swatch them for you right now, and then after I do my eyes, I'll decide which one to put on. By the way, everyone, everything I'm mentioning in this video is cruelty-free, except the one skincare item I have. I honestly didn't check, but I am loving it, so I'm gonna show you that at the end. These are the matte flat velvet lipsticks. I think the logo on here is really cute, and I got 3 colors that I think I would really like. These were $3.99 each, which is a pretty good price for a lipstick. I like that they still keep their price points low, and the glazed lip paints were also $3.99. So let me go ahead and swatch these. Right away when I open this, it reminds me of the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipsticks. Okay, so twisting it up so it clicks twice. Weird. I wonder if they'll all do that, but at least it's secure. So these are really true to the color in the cap so far. But that being said, this is probably a little bit too peachy for my taste, so I don't know why I got it. That last peachy nude was called Ooh La La, and this one is called Snuggle. Oh, it's doing the clicky thing. Okay, I guess that's just the thing. I'm okay with it. Ooh, that's really pretty. These have a slight scent to them. It's like a sweet scent. Now this deep red is called Spicy. Ooh, and that one on really opaque. I'm really excited about that one. It's kind of like a brownie red. So those look really nice. They look like something I could use in tutorials often. Now let's try the glazed lip paint. It says super intense color, ultra glossy finish. Cool, so this is the shade Whisper. I hoped this would be like a cool toned pinky nude. Oh, I really like that color. And then this lilac one is called Whimsical. Super cute and really opaque. I'm excited about these. I'm super excited. The application looks a little messy, so you might want to use a brush or just use it over top of a lipstick. These look so pretty. Like, I'm so impressed with my ability to choose colors at the drugstore right now. Like, I'm awesome. That was it for CVS, except for the skincare item that I'm gonna save at the end. And I have a body care item as well. Now let's open up the Colourpop package with my scissors. I ordered this a while ago, so I'm kind of forgetting what I ordered even, which is silly. That means I'm ordering things that I don't need. Oh, okay, so this is very sweet actually. So I did notice that this order took a long time to get to me. Like, it wasn't shipped out until like a week after I placed my order, which I found really strange for Colourpop, but I knew that they had just had a launch, which actually is no excuse because Colourpop does launches like every single month. So you'd think they'd be pros at dealing with launches and like website traffic at the same time. So anyway, maybe it was just a mistake. I know that things happen. So they actually sent me an ultra glossy lip for free as a thank you for waiting, which is nice. I don't know that I'll love the color so much, but it'll probably look cool with my hair. So I ordered 4 Super Shock items. I don't really like the Super Shock formula like in and of itself, like getting matte shadows from Colourpop. The Super Shock shadows, they're like a putty texture, but you have to work harder to blend them because they're kind of a cream, but kind of not. I basically will go to Colourpop to get like something fun and sparkly. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is in the shade Frog. I don't know if any of this stuff is limited edition. I apologize. I will have it listed down below. So this is a Super Shock shadow, and just look at that. Wow. So it's not super opaque. It's probably going to be more of a topper, which is how I tend to use these eyeshadows anyway. But it is really like angelic and pretty looking. I wonder if I build it up. Oh, whoa. Okay, so I'm looking at it in the mirror and the shift it has is really pretty. For a second I was like not that impressed, but it looks wet and it has like this almost blue shift that you can only see in certain lights. That is gorgeous. So the next one I got is called Telepathy, and this is in the ultra metallic finish. The last one, Frog, was in an ultra glitter finish, so this one is more of a metallic, and it actually looks more gold in person. I thought it would be more of a green, but I like it, and if nothing else, I'll put it in my kit. I don't quite have a gold like this in my kit. I'm just making a mess on my desk, by the way. Like, I don't know how other people do this. Okay, so this one I'm excited about. It's an ultra glitter finish, and it's called Tassle. And I wanted to get this like for my inner corner. It's kind of like a white, yeah, I mean, it's not a metallic finish, it's a glitter finish, but the base of it actually, like, it has some opacity to it. It's really pretty. This next one I'm really excited for. It's a highlight. It's the Super Shock Cheek in a glitter finish called Spellbound, and I don't normally go for glittery highlights, but I'm not against them if the glitter is like sophisticated and looks like one thing on your face and not just like glitter everywhere. Oh my god, so it kind of looks like MAC Soft Frost, but that one is a little more metallic and this one's definitely glittery. Okay, so you can see a theme with what I was feeling when I ordered this stuff. I was really feeling the duochrome fantasy. Let me get the rest of my face on real quick. A little bit of blush, Hourglass Mood Exposure, nothing new here, nothing to see. I'll quickly frame my eyes with some, like, you know, cooler tones. I'm gonna go in with this like neutrally light pink on a blending brush. Smaller blending brush, I'm gonna go in with this lilac shade. That Too Faced palette I was using, by the way, is kind of just decent at best. I actually, I thought I would do something really quick and not amazing, but let me take it up a notch with colored Raine shadows. So I'm going to go into this dark silver from the Cheers to Beauty palette. Yes, that is so much better. When I'm in a rush, why do I use shadows that I don't like? I guess I'm trying to get use out of them, but like, I have so much makeup that I'll never, you know, even hit pan on the things that I love, probably. So I should just use what I love. It's really silly. So now I'm going to take what's left on the back of my hand for Frog. See if that hasn't dried up too much. And just pop that on the center. These set really quickly, so I'm gonna have to go back into the actual eyeshadow. Wow, that looks so cool over the silver. I actually would have liked to see it kind of over a lighter color because it is super bright on its own, but I'm not mad at what I've done. I think it looks really beautiful. Can you see that? I like using these with my finger, by the way. So really pretty on top of like a subtle smoky eye. Kind of wish I had let it shine on its own, but this looks really pretty. So now with my pointer finger, I'm gonna take the Super Shock Cheek, pat it in on the top of my cheekbone. Wow, that's so intense. Okay, I'm just kind of like a glittering all over right now, and I'm okay with it. When I ordered this, I almost thought it would be like a silvery highlight, which I was excited about, I'm not gonna lie, because this has a really cool duochrome on my skin, but it doesn't actually like add light to that area. You know what I'm saying? And I do like that when I'm facing forward and like you can't see it, it's not giving a weird cast. So the base of it is clear. Sometimes the base of duochromes is like gray and it gives this weird cast when the light isn't hitting it and you're looking at yourself head on. But when I turn, it gives this really pretty pink flash. Let me take this small brush now and Tassle, this like sparkly white shade. I might have to just use my pinky. This is a little weird. Yeah, no. This brush isn't working. Let me just use my pinky. Ooh, pretty. Really pretty. Okay, this is kind of doing exactly what I want an inner corner highlight to do, which is just add light and shine. See how that just like opens up my eyes and looks kind of like wet and fairy-like and pretty. I feel like I just came out of the water, like under the moon, like with my mermaid friends. So I love like when a glitter finish creates a wet look on the eye and the skin. And I do feel like that's what these are doing. I don't feel like they look like just glitter, if that makes sense. Also, I didn't give you all a swatch of the Ultra Glossy Lip. It's in the shade Obviously. So obnoxious. Here's a little swatch. It's pretty. I wouldn't say it's like duochrome or metallic, but it definitely has like a little bit of a shimmer, slightly metallic quality to it. It won't go with this look. Oh, and weird, I'm wearing like my unicorn boobs shirt, and I ended up doing unicorn-like makeup. Haha. This isn't too peachy, so I think it'll still go with like all these pinks and taupey colors that we have going on. To create the color I want right now, I'm going to use Sugarpill Kimchi. You could also use Kat Von D Requiem, which is a little bit warmer. Actually, I'm going to go over that with Kat Von D Requiem because I need like a little more color. And then I'm going to go over top of it. And then I'm going to go over top of it with the Whisper Glazed lip paint. I really like the way a lilac lipstick and a pinky nude gloss go together. These have like a really similar mintiness and feeling as the OCC lip tars. They're definitely not the same formula as a lip tar. Like the lip tars are more stains and they like hug the lips a little bit better. They're like stickier almost. These are just more like a really opaque lip gloss. So I really love how this look turned out, even though it was kind of like quick and impromptu. I love Tassle as an inner corner highlight. I feel like I'm going to use that all the time. Frog definitely has like some sort of cast, even though it looks like it has a clear base. Like when I brought it up here, you can see like gray when it's not hitting the light. But that being said, it is super beautiful as a lid color. And I don't really care that it has a gray cast. I feel like when you're looking at it head on, it looks really pretty, like brought all the way up to the brow bone like that. The lip paint feels really good on my lips. Like my lips were feeling pretty dry, and then I put a liquid lipstick on, but the lip paint feels really good on top of the liquid lipstick. And the highlight has not really migrated like all over my face. The glitter is pretty much staying where I put it. Again, skin is still looking a tiny bit dry from like the Milani powder and the e.l.f. powder. I did spritz a little bit of my Mario Badescu on top. And that helped a little bit, and my skin looks like pretty good, but not the best. So I'll have to update you on that again. Real quick, 2 skincare slash body care items that I picked up that are in this price range. The first one is the Schmidt's deodorant. The small size is $5.50, which is a little bit expensive for a deodorant, but I really like this. I've never tried a natural deodorant that I actually liked as much as this. And I have this issue where like if I use deodorants for a couple of months, they like stop working after a little while. Unfortunately, this is not an exception. Like I do need to switch up the scent that I'm using pretty much by the time I'm done with one of these small ones. So I wouldn't buy a large one because it doesn't like transcend that problem for me, but for the amount of time that it does work on me, it does keep me feeling and like smelling really fresh by the end of the day, whereas I can't say that for like any deodorant, honestly. Like natural, not natural, like this is my favorite. Right now I'm using the Jasmine tea one, which is kind of weird, like when my armpits smell like literal tea, but it is like a nice fresh smell. Before this I was using the charcoal one, which I really, really liked, but that one has baking soda in it. I'm not sensitive to baking soda, but some people like their armpits are sensitive to baking soda. I don't know. So if you know that about yourself, don't use the charcoal one. Go for one that says sensitive skin formula on it. So after this, I'm probably going to try the lavender one next. Oh, and we have these where I work, by the way. And then the last thing is Differin Gel. This I got for $13 for this tiny little tube. However, you will not go through this tiny little tube very quickly at all if you're using it how it's intended, which is as a spot treatment. The ingredient in here is adapalene, which is an acne treatment. I've been using it on like the pop-up pimples that I get. It says previously available only by prescription, and that's what they say in the commercial as well. I wonder like why it went over the counter. Maybe it's the 0.1% that's in here. I don't know, but this is a retinoid, so you really need to be careful with how you're using this, and you do need to have sun protection on when you're using something like this. It says acne treatment on it, but because it's a retinoid, that would lead me to believe that it's also an effective treatment for fine lines and wrinkles. There's a cream version of this that you might want to try instead if your skin is more dry. And I have heard of other people using it and recommending it for fine lines and wrinkles as well. I'm not using it all over my skin. I'm just using it as a spot treatment, and I'm not really like using it on my forehead for fine lines. I might try that, but so far I've just tried it as a spot treatment for pimples, and I do really like it. I feel like if I use this a couple of times, the pimple really goes down significantly, and for $13, $10. Like, you really can't beat this stuff. Also, FYI, if you're pregnant or on Accutane, then I think you should ask a doctor before using something like this. And that's pretty much it. Thumbs up this video if you want to see more drugstore hauls and just more drugstore related content. I feel like I'm going to be focusing on that a little bit more this year. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. I upload lots of content about makeup and skincare, and I'd be really happy to see you come back. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!